I haven't been on here in a while, and it doesn't even feel like I'm filming because I am not only in a completely different setting but also in a different continent. The reason I haven't filmed for a while is because it has taken me so long to move to Hong Kong and to settle in here and to find a space, not really physically but mostly mentally and emotionally, to be able to start filming again. So today is just a very chilled video. I don't have any script in front of me. All I'll be doing is talking about some random experiences that I've had in Hong Kong. But as most of my videos, this will be a makeup video, so I will be doing a little look alongside of the storytelling. The first thing when I started doing my makeup here that I noticed is that because of the humidity, I think, because of how hot it is ridiculously hot. It is about 35 degrees like all the time, including nighttime. Everything dries so quickly, including the makeup that you put on your face. So any liquids that you're putting on, you gotta blend that shit out very quickly, otherwise it will just dry up on you immediately and you won't be able to blend anything. I think the first thing that you notice when you arrive in Hong Kong, just how busy it is. And it's not just busy kind of like, you know, a big city in the West that you might have like seen or witnessed before. It is crowded. It is overcrowded. They don't have a lot of space in here, and there's just no room. There's no room for everybody that's in here. Every single inch of the space in here is used. The streets, when you're walking on the streets, forget about personal space. You will not get from A to B, however short of a distance that is, without bumping into at least about 50 people. Buildings and shops and street vendors everywhere, using every single inch of the space that is possible. Public spaces such as the metro, super busy, super efficient. This is one of the things that I was, I guess, very surprised, but kind of realize why these Asian countries such as Japan or Hong Kong are so efficient and organized. When you're walking into the MTR to go onto the metro train, you've got little lines that show you where you can stand to go in, and then there's lines that indicate where people will be leaving and what path they will take. There is about 50 people leaving and entering the MTR with every single door. And if people were to just queue up anywhere or not queue up at all and kind of like group around like we tend to do in the West, there just wouldn't be any space to function. So you've got designated areas to stand and wait to get onto the train, and people will tell you if you're not standing in your line, they will tell you to stand in the fucking line. The other thing with the line is that any walkway, mostly stairwells, so mostly stairs that you go up and down, there is a line in between to show where you're going up and where you're going down. If you're going down the wrong way, people will just elbow you out of their way. People are busy, there's a lot of people, there's no room, there's no patience to deal with strangers, there's no time to be nice in this country. Having said that, however, even though there is really no time, you don't really have the time or energy to be nice to people or to deal with strangers or to say sorry when you bump into them. Personally, and you will hear different stories from different people here, some of my friends didn't have the same experience as me, but personally my experience with kind of strangers and being nice to me, I've experienced that. The strangers I've met were definitely really helpful. Every time I'm in trouble, there's someone willing to help for whatever it is. Even today, I was just getting McDonald's for dinner, and the little dispenser of straws didn't have any straws left, and I didn't even know how to say that to the person. And the person next to me just said in Chinese to the McDonald's workers, "Hey, there is no straws left," and she gave me one. There was one time we were hunting for furniture, so we were buying a big sofa, I believe, and there's this service here called GoGoVan, which is basically like a moving van kind of through an Uber app, and our Uber driver didn't know where we were, and they didn't speak English, and try to explain to someone on the phone in Cantonese where you are when, one, you don't speak Cantonese, and two, you don't fucking know where you are. And this woman just saw me on the phone stressing, and she just walked up to me and she was like, "Are you moving this furniture?" I was like, "Yes." "Are you speaking to a go-go van driver?" "Yes." "Do you want me to tell him where you are?" "Yes, fucking please." She could have just walked right past with her groceries, but she was so nice that she actually waited on the go-go van driver with us, just in case he got lost and had to call us again. There was another really cute example of this woman helping us in a Chinese restaurant. Most of the restaurants here have English menus, but it's not a given, especially like some of the cheaper restaurants with local food. The servers there won't speak English, and the menu there will be just in Cantonese. And we sat down and we were very tired and didn't really want to spend a lot of money on food, and this was just the place we sat down at, and we looked at the menu and we were like, oh fuck, we don't know what to order. And she saw us struggle, she saw us try to use Google Translate, and she spoke to us with the most fluent English you can imagine and said, "Do you need some help?" And she translated the entire fucking menu for us, so we were able to have the food that we really wanted. I thought I was gonna be able to get away from not setting my under eyes just for this video, but it's creasing as hell and it's really annoying me. Speaking of food, if you are very kind of picky and squeamish when it comes to food, so if you are really bothered by stuff like, I don't know, bones in your meat, or kind of greasy food that you are not entirely sure just how hygienically it was delivered to your plate. I just want it to get a little bit higher. You will experience a shock in Hong Kong, and you will either get over it quickly because it is the norm. People here are not squeamish about their food whatsoever. You will find a lot of their dishes disgusting, but especially with a job like me, so obviously I'm teaching here, you will see the kids eating the seemingly disgusting food, you will see everybody eating it, and you will either kind of change your perception on what is disgusting or not and kind of adjust, or you will have a very difficult time trying to eat in Hong Kong. While eating kind of Western food in here isn't too difficult, there is definitely plenty of choice. It is, one, much more expensive to eat Western food because it's not the standard, and two, I guess it kind of defeats the purpose of traveling to Hong Kong if you're just gonna eat McDonald's. Because that's a little bit sad. But if you can get over this squeamishness, the sheer diversity and variety of local food in Hong Kong and the amazing prices that you can find is astonishing. There is so much variety. You can have Chinese, Korean, Japanese, a lot of Asian food, and it's all pretty delicious if you ask me personally. I wish I had a little bit more footage, like actual footage rather than just pictures to show you of where I've been or what I've eaten, or even from lunch today, but I don't really consider myself a vlogger. I feel, one, a little awkward about like taking pictures or videos of everywhere I go, and two, it definitely takes away from my personal experience of actually experiencing and living these moments, so that's why I just prefer to sit down in front of a camera and talk about it. But I understand that means you don't really have all that much footage, so deal with it. So I'm totally running out of time on this, but the main thing that a lot of you are probably wondering, maybe especially coming from me, is, well, Jacob, this is an Asian country and they are pretty traditional over there, right? What is it like being gay in Hong Kong? Or, more specifically for me, what is it like being different in Hong Kong? What is it like being a guy wearing makeup in Hong Kong? Obviously I can only speak for myself and the experiences I've had. I can't really, speak for statistics or, what is it like for the LGBT community in total in Hong Kong. But my experience overall has been very curious, interesting, and mostly positive. Strange and curious, I think, because people are just not used to other people being different in this place. So, for example, in public, when I wear makeup or anything like that, or if you're clearly and visibly gay or lesbian, people don't really do anything. People in here are way too quiet, or they keep to themselves. Nobody on the street will ever approach you to say anything. Nobody will call you anything. Nobody will ask you for the time. When it comes to stuff like shopping for me, so if I go into a makeup store, I am looked at like I just fell off the fucking moon. And this is what I think, what I would say, kind of an interesting or a curious experience, because they probably don't see guys with stubble walking into a makeup store. I wouldn't usually wear makeup during the day, so they never really see that I actually wear makeup myself. I would only really wear makeup kind of for videos or for nights out or to go with our friends. So when I walked into a makeup store looking just barefaced and with some stubble and just looking like a normal guy, they look at me like I just fell off the fucking moon. A lot of the time they think I'm shopping for my girlfriend. A lot of the time they ignore me, so they would kind of like, you know, approach other people and ask them questions and, you know, whether they need help or not, and kind of just ignore me. There was one instance where I was with a girlfriend, and she herself is not even into makeup whatsoever, and it wasn't even a makeup thing. It was, I think it was the Body Shop or something, and I picked up this eye cream, and all it said was under eye cream, and I wanted to know, well, what does it do for the under eye? Does it, like, you know, diminish wrinkles, or does it moisturize? And so I called this woman over and I asked her, and my friend was standing next to me like just kind of dumbfounded. She didn't even know what I was talking about. And this woman, when I'm finished talking, she turns to my friend to answer to her, because clearly I was asking for her and clearly a guy wouldn't be wearing under eye cream. So this has just been my quick little rundown of my life in Hong Kong so far, just a couple of experiences. So this definitely marks a different kind of a journey on my YouTube channel. A move to Hong Kong has changed a lot of things in my life. I don't know how often I'll be able to upload. I don't know what the videos will be, but if you have any ideas or any preferences, basically whether you want any of my old videos more or any of new kind of ideas in and around and based off of my experiences in Hong Kong, please do let me know. I will definitely be speaking about my experiences here more. There is more to be said. Any one of these topics that I've mentioned today can be expanded if you like, so definitely let me know, and I'll be speaking on basically, you know, my life here anyway, because that's what YouTube is for, right? So I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know in the comments your feedback. This is something new I'm doing. This is a new chapter in my life, so I need to know what are your thoughts on my YouTube. So do let me know, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye!